Some of them are from poor family, poor background. Some of them are from rich family. Some of them are from a parent that do 2 or 3 or 4 jobs to survive. They are not at home in the evening to support the kids. And some are super rich. They are private tutor to teach the kids at home after school. They have teachers to come here at home to teach the students. That is where we as an educator, we have to understand the dynamic of authentic learning, the dynamic of delivering authentic learning in the classroom. It's very, very important. You have to know the strength. You have to know the weakness of your student. You have to know it. And that is the best way, the crucial way to support the student to succeed. You have to help your student to succeed in the classroom. Motivate them. Motivate them. It's an aspect of authentic learning. Motivate them. Hands-on. Do it. Lead by example. Show them the way to do it. Hands-on. When they see you as a teacher doing it, they will love to do it. They will love to do it better than you as a teacher. Motivate them. That is an aspect of authentic learning. Motivate them. Show them. Real life. Hands-on. Your lack of face-to-face conversation with students is an essential tool to help brainstorm with students. Also an important aspect of problem-solving strategy to help resolve issues arising in the classroom. Having face-to-face conversation is an aspect of authentic learning. It is real. It's different from virtual learning. It's different from Zoom. It's different from Facebook. It's different from video conferencing. It's real. Don't get me wrong. You can do Skype. You can do Zoom. Don't get me wrong about that. It's a virtual communication. You're trying to visualize it. It is real. But during that conversation, make it real. Make it real. Give them an example. Show them an example. That's the only way to make it real. Make it real to them. Give them authentic example. Tell them the authentic example. Tell them the authentic task that will stick in the brain, that they will understand. Because lack of personal learning to bridge the gap between an excellent student and average student. Yeah, I said this before. I'm still going to say it again. Student, look at our finger. Fingers are not equal. Students learn in a different way. Some excellent students say it once, they understand what you're saying. You don't need to say it 2 times. Average student, you need to write. You need to say several times for them to understand. You, as a good educator, you don't have to get upset in the classroom. Oh, I said it, some people get it alright, I have to move on. No, that is not part of authentic learning. With my grade 3, with my grade 7, or even up to my grade 12, I say I have to repeat. You have to repeat. I have to repeat. When you say something several times, you make it authentic. You make it authentic. They can reason with you. They can understand. They can think. Now they can bring a different perspective to what you say. You say it once, obviously they may not get it. You say it twice, you say it 3rd time, you say it several times, the average student will understand. They can put meaning to what you're saying. That will allow them to process the information. That's a part of authentic learning. That's a dissemination of authentic learning. It's repeating it several times for them to understand what you're saying. Students are not the same. They learn at a different pace. For us as an educator to bridge the gap between the excellent student and the average student, or poor student. I won't say poor student. I just use a better word. Average student. You have to walk along with them. We need to understand them. You have to know your audience. Know your audience. That's part of authentic learning. That's part of authentic leadership. I don't want to be bossy in my classroom. I don't want to be bossy in my classroom. I give power to my student. Let's do this. We want to volunteer. I come up there, I raise my hand. We want to volunteer. That's a part of authentic learning. And now you are trying to experiment, let them practicalize it in the way they want. You're giving power to them. It's part of authentic learning. Can I have a volunteer come write something on the board? I have this math question, arithmetic question on the board. Can you write 2 plus 2, 3 plus 2? I can do a fraction, 1 over 2 plus 1 over 3. What do you get? That's a fraction question. I want a volunteer to write the question on the board, and so I wrote the question on the board. I want a volunteer to give me the answer. Don't be afraid to make it right. Don't be afraid to do it. You can do better. That is part of authentic. By motivating your student to come forward. Criticize them in a constructive way, not in a destructive way. Let them come forward and write the fraction on the board. Let them write it on the board as a part of authentic learning. You can incorporate in your classroom. And that is a way to bridge the gap between the excellent student and average student. Statement of the problem. The urgency to learn new technology and skill has been eroded by virtual learning and lack of opportunity to engage and collaborate in real life. Minimal emphasis are on authentic learning, and that has greatly contributed to the learning process of an individual. It is really necessary to examine the past and present students in our school system, and that will then help educators and other stakeholders to know which strategies are working and some that are not working to benefit the learning process of all students. Most importantly, many students want to understand the reason they are learning certain topics and what they can do that in the later years, what they can do with it in the later years. One of the major reasons undertaking this study is to investigate the lack of authentic learning in the school system, and that has greatly compared to graduates from high school and colleges with little skill to sustain them in the workplace. One one of the major reasons of undertaking this study is to validate the lack of authentic learning in the school system, and that has greatly compared to graduates from high school and college with little skill to sustain in the workplace. Yeah, that is still not the problem. We must not depend on technology. Over dependence on technology has eroded our skill. We can read something online, we can read our manual, but how are you going to operate that machine to produce an object, to produce a product? Somebody to stand with you and show you this is the machine, this is a 3D printer. I want you to give me that product. Then you have to put your filament in the 3D machine to make a product. You can watch the video on how to operate the 3D printer. But someone still have to sit with you. Or somebody can do it remotely. Show you the video. You can instruct remotely. And that is part of authentic learning. Authentic learning is about showing you step-by-step process. It's by showing you step-by-step process. You don't get frustrated, you as an educator, with your student. It's about showing that student step by step. This is what you to do, this is what you to turn on, this is the time for you to put the filament in the 3D printer. This is what you need to set. You have to make sure the diagram is there, is programmed, everything is ready before you press the button. Then you have to watch the motion of the object. For for you to get a good result from the 3D printer. You can disseminate. Don't get me wrong. You can disseminate authentic learning through virtual learning. 100%. But what am because I have to ask myself, I have to ask everybody, what am I getting when I disseminate authentic learning? What am I getting when I'm disseminating authentic learning through virtual learning? Through virtual media, like Facebook, like YouTube, like Zoom, like Skype. These electronic devices, these are technical tools. These are multimedia tools. What am I getting by using all these multimedia tools, such as Facebook, such as YouTube, such as Skype, such as Zoom? I will ask myself, what am I getting? I can incorporate authentic learning to it. This is the step you need to take for us to get what we want. And we have to learn it in a way that students will understand. Step by step, step by step.